Hello, everybody. This is Elijah.
And this is Luke.
And we are the Eagles of Steel. And last week was kind of interesting. We both went 11-5.
Oh, yeah! Which is really good.
Which was a really good week for us. And my current record in predictions after that week is 69-54, and yours is finally back into a winning record with 62-61.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Some interesting games happened. Some of the usual teams won that we were kind of expecting. And some of the teams that we were not expecting to lose totally took a fat L. So,
like, I was right about the Philly game. I was right. I was wrong about that Hail Mary Chicago Washington. You guys didn't see that.
Oh man, that was a great play. I knew the Niners would beat the Cowboys. I didn't know it was gonna be that close though. And then
I had it close.
Yeah, close. I knew the Steelers would beat the Giants, but of course we made it close for no reason. Now
we obviously can't go over the Thursday night.
Yes, that we will have to be live streaming obviously Thursday night. So please check that out because by the time this video is uploaded, that will also be there.
So let's get right into the Sunday 1 o'clock game. Starting off with New Orleans at Carolina.
I wish we could just skip this one because it is so bad.
Ew! I have it such a low-scoring game. I do have Carolina winning that game 15-9.
I actually decided to take the other side. I took the New Orleans Saints to win just because the Panthers, with Bryce Young, they suck so bad, and the Saints are just bad. So I don't really care who wins this game. I have the Saints winning 20-3, just because the Saints defense I think is going to be able to shut down most of anything Carolina does, especially with losing Deontay Johnson now. So
now division game: Washington at the New York Giants.
And I'm not taking this lightly.
I am not either.
I know this is going to be a close game due to the fact that it seems like Commanders and Giants cannot seem to get out of their own way. So it's always weird. Even though it's the literal opposite record of Commanders being 6-2 and number 2 in the NFC versus the Giants being the bottom feeder of the NFC. It's 2-6. I know it's going to be a tough game. I'm still going to go with Washington to sweep New York this year. With a 28-20 victory.
I have it closer. That's why because the Giants almost came back and beat you guys. I know that. Told you, don't take your teams lightly. They're really bad. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I do have Washington, but only by a field goal, 26-23. Division games are always close. It doesn't matter which one it is. It depends on which division. But
yeah, and now this one we could skip. No, we can't.
No, we cannot skip this one. Miami at Buffalo.
3, 2, 1. Bills. Wait, did you say Dolphins?
No, I said Bills.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I was like, bro, what? Bills are going to absolutely cremate the Miami Dolphins. It's in Buffalo for 1, and for 2, the Dolphins have not beaten Buffalo for like 3 or 4 years now.
I'm still going to keep it close, but I do have Buffalo win this one, 21-17.
I have the Bills winning 45-21.
Bruh.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Going absolutely mayhem on this Dolphins team because the last time they faced, they blew out the Dolphins, and that was with Tua starting most of that game until he got injured in like the fourth quarter. So there was no excuse for the Dolphins to lose that game, and there's definitely going to be no excuse for the Dolphins losing this game too. And the Bills are going to continue their dominance in that division because that division's so bad.
Anyways, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's go over last week's how Cleveland won this game. Guess what? They didn't start Deshaun Watson. Why? Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah. Jameis Winston's better. Deshaun Watson was out for the season, so that's the only reason why they started him. Sorry, Deshaun Watson. But you're not that good.
I'm the trash man.
With Jameis Winston starting, and made it a whole different game. And they beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Out of all teams.
And now they're going to be facing off against the other Harbaugh and the Chargers, who just came off of a weird win against the New Orleans Saints. And I'm actually going to take the Cleveland Browns to get 2 wins in a row here with Jameis Winston. And kind of a lower scoring affair just because the Chargers defense is good. So I'd have it 19-13 Cleveland.
I also have Cleveland winning this game. I have it 27-19. I have that weird game.
That seems like a weird game. And then this one's even worse.
New England at Tennessee?
Yeah, battle of the worst AFC teams in the league. So
Give me New England to win this one, even though Drake May is out. But give me New England to win this one 18-10. It's going to be a low score.
I have it even lower than that. I have the Patriots also winning just because I think they are slightly better coached than the Titans, and I have them winning 12-9.
Low
score. A bunch of field goals. I don't even think anybody scores a touchdown in that game.
Now, the one I've been waiting for, Dallas at Atlanta.
I already know what's going to win this game. 3, 2, 1, Atlanta. Yeah, Dallas is terrible. I know they almost came back into San Fran, but also San Fran's also known for choking. So
Atlanta's not known for that. Normally, normally anyway.
28-3.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But
not normally anyway. It's not that same team. Anyways,
yeah. But it is Dallas they're facing though, which is so bad.
Atlanta's winning this game 31-16.
Bro, I literally have the exact same score, 31-16.
I was thinking the same thing.
When you said that, I was like, excuse me, what? That is crazy.
Wow.
How
great minds think alike.
I know. It's like, holy crap. I was like, when you said that, I was like, what? All right. But yeah, there's no way that Atlanta wouldn't lose this game, right?
Right.
Okay.
Now, Las Vegas and Cincy. Do we need to talk about this?
A little bit, actually. The Raiders kept it close against the Kansas City Chiefs. It is a division. While the Bengals did just lose a lot to the Philadelphia Eagles, 37-17.
Yeah, that was the Eagles, though.
Eagles are a great team. I know the Raiders are nowhere near as good, which is why I had the Bengals winning. I just think the Raiders are going to make it interesting for some reason. I don't have a weird vibe that they're going to be able to make it good. So I have it 34-28 Cincinnati.
I have it 27-11 Cincinnati.
Okay, so really weird score.
I mean, it's just his feeling. Now, this one will be fun. Denver at Baltimore.
Baltimore just coming off a fat L to the Cleveland Browns, and the Denver Broncos coming off a nice win over the Carolina Panthers, which they do suck.
Bo Nix looking.
Yeah. But you have to keep in mind who the Denver Broncos have faced. They beat the Bucks. They slaughtered the Bucks. Well, more like. They slaughtered the Raiders. There's a few other teams. I could go through this if I wanted to, but they did lose to the Chargers, but that was a division opponent.
Now, there is a possibility that Lamar may not play this week. I was looking at injury stats.
He is questionable. Now, I think he'll probably play just because it's Lamar. He'll most likely get out.
But I still had Denver winning this game, 26-25.
And this is where we defer a little bit. I think the Ravens are going to major bounce back win here. Now, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game because Broncos' defense is so good. Now, but I don't think Bo Nix is that good to where he's going to be able to do too much against the Ravens. So I have it the final score being 21-15 Baltimore.
Anyways, now this one's going to be interesting. Chicago at Arizona.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see what you chose for this game because Cardinals came off a nice field goal win against the Miami Dolphins, who's just got Tua back.
And Chicago just had a heartbreaking loss
to the Washington Commanders in Washington with a nice Hail Mary. So I think, to be honest, this game is interesting. The Cardinals have won 2 straight, and they're now 4-4 at the 500 mark and winning their division.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And then the Bears are literally at the bottom of the division, but they're 4-3 and would technically be winning the Cardinals division if they were there, which is also interesting.
That's fair.
So if I want to go by this, I'm actually going to go with the Arizona Cardinals to get a 3rd straight win against the Chicago Bears, 25-22. And I think Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison are going to continue with their great duo together as they've done this season.
I also picked Arizona to win this game, 19-13.
I think we only had one difference.
both defenses are really good. Like Chicago's pass defense is insane. Arizona's defense is solid. Like you've seen Arizona's defense. Like
they've been holding teams. Like they've been very up par.
That was a 4-5 game that we just went over. Here's the other one: Jacksonville at Philly.
3, 2, 1, Eagles. It's not even going to be close. Eagles' defense has been ferocious, and finally, and then their offense has been lightening it up now, especially against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Jaguars are even worse than them. So I want
to point something out there too. They're out with their top 3 receivers though too,
and that makes it even worse.
Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, and Brian Thomas Jr.
They're all out, or at least questionable. So yeah, that's awful. You guys are fully healthy at this point. At least mostly healthy.
Kelly Green,
and it's Kelly Green. You're not losing anything. Kelly Green's jersey.
Anyways.
So I have the final score of this game being 35-13 Philadelphia.
We have these snack as well of having close. This might be a trap game. Possibly.
Yeah.
And I do have Philly still winning, but closer, 24-17.
Yeah, I have you guys absolutely destroying Jacksonville. I don't even have it close.
425. Rams at Seahawks.
You got Geno Smith and DK Metcalf still doing pretty good. But unfortunately, Seattle just came off a massive loss to the Buffalo Bills.
Well, that's also the Bills, so.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. While the Rams came off a nice win over the 5-2, now they are 5-2, Minnesota Vikings. Whose defense is still supposed to be really good, and their offense has been really good for the first 5 weeks. Now, all of a sudden, they're starting to look very, very, very beatable, like every week now.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going with the LA Rams to win 28-25.
Over the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm also going with the LA Rams to win 24-13. I don't see Seattle winning this game. The Rams are just heating up at the right time.
Now they just got Kupp and Nakua back, so
yeah, and they're in a very winnable division because everybody is has 4 losses.
Now, this one's the one I'm interested. Division game, Detroit at Green Bay.
This is the game of the week and possibly a game of the year.
100%.
Lions Packers 6-1 at 6-2. Like what do you get more than this? And also, you already know these games are going to be close because it's a division game on top of it. Now, there is a question in the air if Jordan Love is going to be available for this game versus
I was looking at his injury stats. He said possibly.
Yeah.
It's like day-to-day type thing.
Yeah. And even if he doesn't, Malik Willis is good enough to where I think the Green Bay Packers will still make this game good.
And I think that ground game that Green Bay has, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Josh Jacobs is really good.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. The Lions' defense against the run is absurdly good. And their pass defense has become one of the best in the league now, too. So they're like one of the best all-around teams. They have like one of the best offenses, one of the best defenses, one of the best special teams.
Question is, can you hold up against the Green Bay division opponent?
Division opponent Green Bay Packers. Answer for this game in Lambeau, yes. I think the Lions are going to win this game. It's going to be a high-scoring shootout. I don't think any defense is going to be played too much. I have a 38-35 Detroit.
I also have Detroit win this game 31-30.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I wouldn't be shocked if Green Bay pulled it out, but I'm going with the Lions just because it makes more sense in my mind.
Now, this one's interesting. I'm kind of curious to hear this one. The Sunday night game, Indy at Minnesota.
So, you have a very good Vikings team. With Sam Darnold, who's been playing really good football. You got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and now T.J. Hawkinson returning for that offense. Mm-hmm. Versus a Colts team who's been kind of iffy, but they are bringing back Joe Flacco to be their starter, which means that they're going to actually have an offense again.
You blew it!
With having Joe Flacco back, I think I'm actually going to go with the Colts to give the Vikings a 3rd straight loss. Especially with the Vikings losing Christian Darrisaw for the year.
Oh, isn't that their best?
That was their best offensive lineman.
Oh, that's
protecting Darnold.
That's right.
And the Colts defensive line has guys like EJ Speed. Yeah, but I have the Colts winning 27-24 in a good game at the end.
I also have Indy winning this game, bro. 22-17. I feel like it's that weird game. But like I said, I have Indy winning this game. Monday night, Tampa Bay at Kansas City.
A weakened Buccaneers team versus a weakened Chiefs team.
I don't know who to
be honest. They're both Chiefs can't seem to win a game nicely for the life of them, and the Buccaneers can't seem to not get injury riddled, and not seem to stop people.
Problem is KC's defense is still really good, and that's why they're winning this game 24-21.
Yeah, I have a 21-20 Kansas City. It's just, I don't know if anybody this season is going to beat the Chiefs. It seems ridiculous at this point. I don't know.
I would be shocked if Tampa pulls the upset.
I would love it. We're going to be rooting for it to be wrong, but yeah.
I'd be happy to be wrong.
Now, the teams that are on bye this week were my Pittsburgh Steelers, who came off the win against the New York Giants 26-18. Russell Wilson's been looking good with them. And I'm really happy to see my offense actually work. And then also the 49ers are on bye, who came off that win against the Dallas Cowboys and for some reason made it close for no reason.
Aren't both those teams show cars normally?
Yeah. So both nobody wanted to win that game, but the Niners are 4-4 into their bye week, and next week I will see who they face, and
And that's our predictions for week 9.
So there you guys have it. Please comment below what you think. And
hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, please hit the subscribe button.
Try to get to hearts of subs.
Yep, we're currently sitting at 86, and it'll be awesome to hit that mark. Yep,
because we can be able to do something for you guys.
Yep. And as always, this is Elijah,
and this is Luke,
and we are the Eagles of Steel. Bye.